Alright, hello. In this video, I will be covering how to import assets from different programs into Unity. There are many ways to get assets. You can get them off the interwebs. Um, I use TurboSquid, as I covered in a recent video. I also covered how to import models, I believe, from TurboSquid. But I'm going to be going a little bit deeper today. So I'm going to be using Blender and GIMP to cover models and texture importing. So I'm going to model a little something, and then I'm going to pause the video, um, and then I will come back once I am done. Okay, so here I have modeled a little fire axe. So now we have to get it into Unity. So instead of saving it as a Blender file, I'm going to export it as an Autodesk FBX file because that is what it supports. And I have a special folder for my 3D models. I'm going to go ahead and call this Fire Axe, and then click Export FBX. And then there's two ways you can get it into your scene. You can go to the actual folder in your documents or wherever you have it located and just drag and drop it in. Or you can do it a bit more stable way, and that is by going up to Assets, Import New Asset. Go to Documents, 3D Models, and then where is it? Fire Axe. And then it's importing it, and voila, it's appeared right here. And then we can look at it in our little viewport here, and we can drag and drop it into our scene view. I'm going to go ahead and press F to zoom in on it. A little bit lying flat, so I'm going to drag it up. Oh, and by the way, these arrows that pop up and this little box around it, that is how you can move the object around in your view. The arrows are the different axes, I believe, and you can drag them on either one. You can rotate by going up here. There's the pan tool where you pan around the camera with. There's the move tool where you can move with, or you could just click this box and then drag around wherever. There is the rotate view where you can select any one of these axes and rotate it on that axis. Oh. Let's put it by our first person controller. About that. If it'll pop up. Yeah, perfect. Okay. Yeah, I know it's not all that great right now. Let's scale this up using the scale tool. So you can stretch it, grow it, and then click drag. Let's see, which side is the camera facing? First of all, yeah, it's going straight through there, poor guy. Oh, I bet it's this way. Huh. Well, let's try sizing it up a little bit more. Huh. Is it flat, maybe? If we extend it like that. Oh, I'm not sure why. Oh, there we are. Chop. Loppy, loppy, chop, chop. Okay, so now in our scene view and in our game view, we can see it. Let's drag it to be a child object of the main camera. You can do that just by clicking and dragging into the objects that you want it to be a child of. And then let's go ahead and play. And voila, we're holding this big honkin' axe. Yeah, it doesn't do anything, but it's still pretty cool. So that is how you add an object that you've modeled or that you've downloaded into your game. You can also just add like basic cubes and stuff by going to Game Object, Create Other, and going down to Cube, Sphere, Castable, Cylinder, Plane. Just create a cube because it's the first step, kind of the traditional first step, and then voila, cube pops up. Gonna go ahead and delete that. Okay, now texture importing. Let's just create a new texture. I need a crosshair texture, so I'm going to make a crosshair texture. Fill this with transparency, okay. This is GIMP that I'm using. It's kind of a free alternative to Photoshop. I'm going to go ahead and pause the video as I make the texture. Okay, so here we have extremely basic, crude crosshair texture. So let's go to File, Save, and I'm going to call it Basic Crosshair. As soon as it starts loading. Yeah, there we go. Okay, and then I'm going to save it as, if it wants to load, there we go, a TIFF image, which is the standard texture image format for Unity's textures. And I'm just going to save that into my pictures. Actually, let's go to Documents. I'm going to go ahead and save it into my 3D Models folder. Okay, save. Impression on save. Now you can use the same method to import it as I did with the axe, or you can just go to the folder once again, go to Basic Crosshair, and just simply drag it into the hierarchy or the project view. Yeah, and then I'm just gonna find my crosshair script a second. I already made a ton of crosshair scripts, but I just did that for instructional purposes. And then let's fill the variable here with the basic crosshair texture. And now when we press play, we have an X and a big old crosshair in the middle of our screen. Yeah, not the greatest, but it's a start. So yeah, that is pretty much the basics of importing and making assets. So once again, the movement tools are located right up here. There's the move tool, the rotate tool, the scale tool, and the pan tool. So yeah, moving is very simple. Good stuff. So I hope this has been helpful, and please rate, comment, and subscribe, and let me know what you would like to see in the future. Thank you.